Good morning. Today on Spotlight, a conversation with Eric Nesbitt, the minority leader of the Michigan Senate. He represents the Great Lakes State's 20th District, which includes portions of Allegan, Berrien, Kent, and Van Buren counties. What's the latest on the budget negotiations and key state issues? We'll ask him. And later on our Sunday morning program, why does the recreation state rank 25th nationally in physical activity? On Tuesday, the Michigan Moves Coalition will release what it's calling a first-of-its-kind statewide physical activity plan. Mike Stack and Bethany Thayer will give us the details. It's Mother's Day, Sunday, May 10th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. He's the minority leader of the Michigan Senate, and he's in studio today. Good having you here in person. I think the last time we did this, it was Zoom or something like that during the pandemic. You're doing okay?
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Thanks for having me on. Always great to be with you as we talk to Michigan voters around the state and families, as we've seen over the last few years, that are just struggling.
You're minority leader of the Senate. Are you all on the same page, and are you all walking down the same plank to get to July 1, getting those budgets done?
Yeah, unfortunately, under Governor Whitmer and the Democrats in Lansing, what we've seen out of Lansing is that it's been tougher and tougher for families to make it here in Michigan, with higher costs of energy, higher costs of living, higher taxes for working families. And this is something that Senate Republicans and folks around the state, I hear all the time, that the average family makes $9,000 less here in Michigan than the average family does nationally. So people are hurting out there. As I travel around the state, what I hear from working families, I was meeting with a guy a few weeks ago, a guy up north who said that he moved from Tennessee to Michigan, and when he adds up his costs of energy and local taxes and utilities, he comes up, and insurance, he comes up that he pays about $5,000 more per year for the privilege of living in Michigan than in Tennessee. You got to remember, Tennessee is a right-to-work state with no statewide income or property taxes, and this is why, as we go into this budget season, that we need to see lower costs for working families. That means elimination of the state property tax. I know House Republicans and us are on the same page. Eliminate the personal property tax to bring down the cost of utilities by $1 billion and force those utility companies to lower their costs. And we also long-term need to repeal this Green New Scam to stop the industrialization of hundreds of thousands of acres of farm and forest land while making energy more reliable and lower costs for working families.
Let's talk education for a minute. That's always a big one. What is the area that you feel as though there's compromise on, where you guys can come together and say, we can agree on this? We realize that, each has their priorities, but you got to come and agree at some point on something.
My biggest priority in terms of education is making sure every third grader is able to read, providing school choice for every family here in the state of Michigan. This means that Governor Whitmer needs to sign this tuition tax credit that President Trump signed into law last year. And it also means we need to get the trades back in the school and rip out what I consider DEI and wokeism that's in the schools. We know that if you're not able to read at third grade, so right now, Michigan students, 3 out of 5 fourth graders aren't able to read at grade level, 3 out of 5. And we know if you're not able to read at grade level by that time, you have a nearly 70% chance of doing one of two things in your life: being on social welfare or in jail. Boy, that paints a very grim picture for the future of Michigan. I want to paint a picture for the future of Michigan where every kid's able to read, where we bring back the trades, because right now we know that, I think Mike Rowe was in Detroit last year from Dirty Jobs. Mike Rowe says for every 5 people retiring from the trades, there's only 2 people replacing them. Boy, that creates a real challenge for the future of Michigan if we're going to rebuild our infrastructure, rebuild our manufacturing base, make sure people have career-supporting jobs. And then we have to provide families with real school choice. And this is something where Governor Whitmer could do this tomorrow. The next governor needs to do this. And this is why I'm continuing to work hard to make sure that we get these tuition tax credits, to make sure $600–700 million stays within Michigan to provide real school choice for families here in the state of Michigan.
Mr. Minority Leader, is the quadrant meeting right now? Without those 4, nothing happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, Governor Whitmer only engages when she wants to get something done or when she wants something for herself. And so we haven't seen a ton of engagement from her lately. I continue to talk to Speaker Hall quite frequently, I'd say daily, if not every other day, making sure that Republicans get our priorities of lowering the property tax, eliminating the state property tax, eliminating the personal property tax, making sure every kid's able to read, getting trades back into our schools, and taking a blowtorch to the really the bureaucracy and red tape that the Democrats and Governor Whitmer's built up in Lansing to make sure job creators can invest and grow here in the state.
Do you and Senator Winnie Brinks have a good relationship? Because that's your counterpart on the opposite side of the aisle in the Senate.
Yeah, whenever anybody wants to work to lower costs, whenever we want to provide opportunities for job creators to invest and grow in the state, and if it's about making sure every kid can read, I'm ready and willing to work with anybody and everybody. And this is something with leading the caucus of, in the Senate, of the Republicans in the Senate. We're going to continue to engage folks on the other side of the aisle and in the other chamber to make sure that we're working to, one, make sure that it's more affordable for working families to make it here in Michigan. That means lowering the cost of living on energy, limiting the state property tax, rolling back energy rates by $1 billion. This means taking a blowtorch to the regulations and red tape in Lansing. That means making it easier for job creators to invest and grow in Michigan, and making sure every kid is able to read.
Okay, we need to get to a quick little pause for the cause. We'll come back. I want to talk a little bit about health care and elections. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Healthcare. When Speaker Hall was here not too long ago, he said that was a priority. He wants to make sure that there's accountability and transparency with our hospitals, and that's a major industry all across. We're building cities and municipalities on healthcare. When Senator Darren Camilleri was here not too long ago, he said that's a priority as well. Is it a priority for you?
Yeah, we got to make healthcare more affordable, more accessible, lower the cost for working families. I mean, growing up on a farm, I remember my mom, end of every year, going through the health insurance bills and going out shopping for health insurance because we had to pay our own way through it. We didn't have an employer-sponsored plan. And I know we struggled for it every year. And now, with the prices today, having people pick between food and and their shopping cart and on their table, or having to afford health care, it's becoming a real challenge. And as you look at what President Trump's working on and what they rolled out earlier this year on lowering the cost of pharmaceuticals, making health care more transparent and health insurance transparent, this is why Senate Republicans and why we've continued to work on a few things. One is hospital transparency, making sure you can shop between hospitals. Two, holding big pharma and pharmaceutical companies accountable, lowering those costs and allowing them to purchase lower cost prescription drugs, and making sure that there's accountability. And then also, three, stop these massive price increases that are going on. And I'm working with Speaker Hall and others to make sure that we're bringing down the cost of health insurance for hardworking Michigan families.
You have a 6th-generation dairy farm in Porter Township. Gas prices are skyrocketing. That has to be having an impact on your business as well as other businesses. What do we do about that? And are you feeling the impact on your farm in the inflation? And if so, who are you blaming for this? What are you saying when you meet with the president and others and saying, we can't afford these kind of prices?
Yeah, just as President Trump talks about being energy abundant here in America, Michigan needs to be energy dominant. And so what energy dominance means is that we have an all-the-above energy plan. That means we repeal the Green New Scam. This means we stop the industrialization of hundreds of thousands of acres of farm and forest land that Governor Whitmer and the Democrats in Lansing passed, that's making it tougher and tougher for farmers to keep farming on their farmland. They want to industrialize this to put solar panels on to make San Francisco millionaires into San Francisco billionaires while importing this technology from China. That's wrong. It needs to stop. We need to make sure that we build Line 5, rebuild Line 5 to protect our Great Lakes water system. And this is something that President Trump's working on, to making sure that we have $1 billion investment to secure energy here in Michigan and making sure we protect our Great Lakes. This means that nuclear, natural gas, to lower the cost of energy. Palisades nuclear power plant is going to be reopening this year under President Trump's watch, which is going to be a very important next step here in Michigan, along with making sure that we're open for business on new natural gas plants. And this means over the last several years, being energy dominant means that we allow energy, oil and gas production to happen here in Michigan, to happen in America.
You support the DOJ's probe into the 800 some odd thousand ballots in Wayne County?
Well, this is the problem with Jocelyn Benson. Yes, I do. Jocelyn Benson's
and
the worst.
Democrats say it's not going to happen.
Well,
not without a court fight.
Yeah, well, Jocelyn Benson's the worst Secretary of State ever. She's lost a half a dozen court battles. She rewrites the laws, and she won't listen to subpoenas, whether it's from the federal level or even from the state level. This needs to end. It's very simple. You saw it a few years ago in 2024. Jocelyn Benson allowed Chinese nationals to vote in their elections. You saw Anthony Forlini on cover, who's the clerk of Macomb County, running for Secretary of State. And he's somebody that's going to clean up these voter rolls, make sure that only citizens only vote. And you as a voter, as folks that are watching right now, have the opportunity this fall to vote on citizens only voting. This means that we clean up the voter rolls. Right now, Jocelyn Benson's allowed 104% adults to be actually registered to vote. That's wrong. It shouldn't be any more than 100%. Only allow citizens only to register to vote and require photo ID. We have the opportunity to vote yes on that this fall. So what's wrong with a little oversight? What's wrong with making sure that it's one person, one legal resident, one citizen equals one vote counted on election night? We know, going back to 2020, that Jocelyn Benson changed the rules, changed the laws, and if it was fair, President Trump would have won the 2020 election. And this is the challenge that we see day after day with Jocelyn Benson as Secretary of State. There's been over
clerks all across this state said that they run honest elections. The courts back them up. Why would all those people be lying?
Well, Chuck, this is the problem with who Jocelyn Benson's become as Secretary of State and who she is. Over the last 8 years, she's proven herself as being the worst Secretary of State ever.
Final question. You're in a heated primary. You want to be the next governor of this state. Is this not just a test to see who's most loyal to the President of the United States so that you can get the endorsement? And what's going to decide who comes out of this primary is number one. Will it be campaign advertising or the endorsement from the President of the United States?
Well, first and foremost, I'd love to have the endorsement of President Trump. I've asked for that, or I'm going to continue to work for it. But
if you get that, could that eclipse all of the campaign ads that we see on the air?
We know it makes a difference, and that's the reason, and we know that what President Trump's doing in Washington, D.C. and doing for our nation is he's shaking up the status quo, is he's taking on the big spenders and the big taxers in Washington, D.C. to revert more control back to the people, and he's working to make sure that America's energy dominant, cleaning up our borders, making sure that we don't have illegal immigrants. I'm going to stand with President Trump to deport every criminal illegal from the state of Michigan, and also work to make sure we're energy dominant. And as we look at President Trump and things such as bringing the fighter mission to Selfridge or stopping Asian carp, he's going to have a partner with me.
All right, you'll be headed up to Mackinac in a few weeks for the Mackinac Policy Conference?
This is all about working to make sure every working family can make it in Michigan, every job creator can make it in Michigan, every kid can make it in Michigan. And this is what we're going to continue to work on this year.
Senator Nesbitt, thanks so much for coming in. Minority Leader for the Michigan Senate. We'll get you back.
Thanks, Chuck.
And when Spotlight returns, an interview with Mike Stack, Chair of the Michigan Moves Coalition and President of the Physical Activity Alliance, and Bethany Thayer, Director of the Center for Health Promotion and Disease Prevention at Henry Ford Health System. Mike, I'm going to start with you. Tuesday's going to be a big day for you. You're going to kick off this Michigan Moves Coalition. We rank 25th nationally in terms of activity, even though we're, quote unquote, the great recreation state. What's the significance of that, good or bad?
Well, I guess the good part is we're right in the middle, and the bad part is we're right in the middle. I think that when we think of physical activity, certainly it has health implications. I think everybody knows how physical activity improves both mental and physical health, but sometimes I think we often forget that it has very real economic implications. We know that physical inactivity cost our country $192 billion on an annual basis. We also know that healthcare costs are skyrocketing. I mean, if you look at most of the data on the American public right now, it is one of their biggest concerns. And we realize that physical activity is a very viable intervention to improve healthcare costs just simply by getting us more active.
Why is Henry Ford Health System signed on to this coalition?
Henry Ford Health signed on to the Michigan Moves Coalition because it aligns perfectly with our mission, which is to improve people's lives, and physical activity absolutely does that. So we are committed to helping people move more and build that into our clinical infrastructures.
What's the plan?
I'll let you get started on that,
Okay.
and I can kick in.
So literally the plan. So the coalition has been working hard for the past 2 years to develop the Michigan Physical Activity Plan. There is a national physical activity plan that's created in conjunction with the federal government. And essentially what we've done is we've taken that plan, we've pulled it down to the state level, and we've had 10 societal sectors. Healthcare happens to be one of those sectors, business and industry, sports, healthcare, so on, are a part of this planning process. And what we've done is we've individualized the strategies and tactics of the national plan to the state of Michigan. So this is a plan that, although it starts with some general kind of federal policy principles, now we're really pulling it down to the state and the local level. I think, as Beth would agree, all health is local, and what works for physical activity in Flint is going to be different from Ann Arbor, different from Detroit. So we want to make sure we have a targeted plan with strategies and tactics that can actually move the needle on physical activity in the state.
Beth Thayer, if I'm sitting on my couch at home, average Joe, what does this mean to me, and what does that mean I'm going to have to do?
Well, hopefully it means that you're going to move a little bit more, or if you're somebody who already is moving and participating in physical activity, that you're going to invite your friends and have your friends join in. I think it's important for all of us to be physically active. I think he's mentioned already, we know the physical benefits of it as well as the mental health benefits of it.
But the reality is our current society has engineered physical activity out of our life. And so the goal of this planning process is to make the active choice the easier choice by embedding it into healthcare, embedding it into youth sports, embedding it into transportation, land use, community design. So it's not just the personal responsibility narrative that, hey, you need to get off your couch and go for a walk. It's also, how do we shape policies and systems in our society to bring the active choice back to the easy choice?
Okay, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll pick up on all that. And we'll talk about accountability and how are you going to measure success of this program. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Spotlight. So Mike, you're taking more of a regional state approach to this. Why?
I think what we realized when we started the coalition a couple years ago is that there was a lot of great work that was happening in pockets throughout the state. And then we realized that we could put these strategies and tactics broadly in place and then encourage local community-based organizations. It could be Henry Ford Health, it could be a YMCA in Saginaw or a Planet Fitness in Traverse City, to take these strategies and tactics and say, this is what our community needs, and this is what we're going to attempt to implement in our community to get our population more active.
From a medical standpoint, I imagine this is like being proactive, and this is about preventive health care?
We know that it is important for prevention, but also part of treatment. Mm-hmm. And so, incorporating physical activity from an assessment perspective within our clinical care protocols, from a prescribing perspective, and then building the infrastructure so that the providers are supported in referring to the appropriate places for our patients.
To either one of you, how are you going to measure success of this program, and what kind of accountability will you have in place as a result of it?
Well, we're very excited about a partnership we have with the Department of Health and Human Services to develop a physical activity report card for the state. Everybody understands report cards. There right now is no state or national level whole population report card. There is a youth report card that the nation puts out. Unfortunately, we don't grade very well on that. But we are really doing a first of a nation report card to actually assess our physical activity levels in the state. And that's a report card that we're going to update on an annual basis. So like in school, if you're making improvements, you can see your grades.
Yeah. Bob Riney, your CEO, I assume has signed on to this?
Yes, he is absolutely supportive and has always been supportive of preventive health and these behavior kinds of things that people can do to improve their health, whether it is physical activity or good nutrition or not smoking, improve sleep. All of those things are an important part of what we do.
One sector, one organization can't do this by themselves, and it also requires policy change that allows us to make the active choice the easier choice in our society.
We mentioned at the top of the show that we ranked 25, so we're right dead in the middle. Who's way up there with number 1, 2, 3?
Yeah,
Any idea?
Yeah, you would. Well, people probably guess this. Colorado is perennially up there. California is perennially up there. Utah, so kind of that Mountain West area, and certainly some of the southern states are in the lower end of that. But if you look at those rankings, you see the states that do a better job in this do very much have a whole society approach. Think of Colorado. There's so much active opportunity for transport in Colorado, and there's the mountains to ski and all those things. We have a lot of those same things here.
I was going to say, do we have those same elements, or do we have inherent barriers because we're a Midwest state, we're an old state, and sometimes it's real darn cold, and the last thing you want to do is go out inside and exercise?
Well, we get that, and we're not saying going for a walk outside in the middle of January is what everybody should be doing, but
right.
Again, I go back to this whole society approach where can we integrate something in the faith-based sector after church on Sundays where people can find a way to move in a place like that? It really is about bringing all of society together to just get people moving a little more. And that's the last thing that is probably really important to say is that the biggest difference in physical activity occurs for health when you go from doing nothing to something, or from a little to just a little bit more. So this isn't exercise 7 days a week. It's just making that small change.
All right. Mike Stack, Bethany Thayer, thanks so much for coming in and sharing this information with our audience. And how about we get you back not too long from now and see how we're doing if we've moved off that number 25 mark. Fair enough?
That would be great. Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more Newsmakers in the Spotlight. We hope you have a great week.